Imagine a reality where you are the absolute only conscious being in the universe. No planets, no other people, just you, awake in an infinite silent void. Anthony John Sissian presents a foundational riddle through visual poetry. Examining the layout of these words reveals a specific architecture for how humans connect with one another. The poem I Am Only Lonely Noli describes this as an omnipotent consciousness paralyzed by its own eternal isolation. It states, I do lonely like no one else can do, because I am what I am, because that's all I am, and that's all there is. To escape this isolation, the entity fractures itself. It intentionally invents a you and a me to simulate a conversation. As the text notes, I make a you for me. I make a me for you. In this lyrical framework, creation was not a physical explosion of matter, but a divine attempt to end a solitary existence. This fracturing process allows the creator to experience contrast. By making a you, the entity can finally distinguish between a this and a that, creating the variables necessary for an experience. The single source node divides into billions of points. While appearing separate, each traces back to the same origin. Every interaction is the fractured God talking to its own severed pieces, a conversation within a single mind. If we all share this divine origin, why does life feel so disconnected? Why do we experience trauma and pain as if we are truly alone? A game of hide and seek only works if the player genuinely forgets they are the one hiding. For the experience to feel real, the universe must actively forget its own unity. The lyrics describe human life as the universe dressed up playing hide and seek with itself. We are all the same actor wearing different masks. This requires the universe to actively suppress its memory of unity. By holding on to the illusion of separation, the game can continue without the player realizing the truth. The lyrics describe this as a deliberate choice, me trying to create a reality, a separation for us to be. This separation is the only way for the universe to experience the feeling of love. Human suffering and trauma provide the weight needed to maintain the illusion. The pain is what makes the separation feel undeniable and real. In this context, earthly suffering serves a specific purpose. It provides the stakes that make the cosmic game significant. The narrator describes the physical toll of this game, speaking of the scars earned from all the times I hit the kitchen ground. Despite these hardships, the narrator chooses to rise gentle, maintaining a soft touch and refusing to adopt a tough exterior. Turning hurt into open arms makes logical sense when the player realizes they are part of a unified whole. It changes the goal of the game from defense to recognition. If an enemy is a fractured piece of yourself, retaliation is self-inflicted damage. Radical kindness dissolves the game's logic. Choosing tenderness rejects the illusion of separation, acknowledging a shared identity with the other. This choice realizes non-duality in practice. It treats every other person as an extension of one's own self. The final stage of the game is depicted in the King Suite. The earthly trial ends, and the divine voice calls the fractured soul home to revel here your home with me, my darling. As the soul returns, structured language begins to fail. The English lyrics break down into repetitive phonetic chants like Olaboria and Indalima Chala. This breakdown represents the fading of earthly illusions. The diversity of the chitty-chat gives way to a single, pure cosmic frequency. The judgment delivered at the end of life is the seamless reunion of these fractured pieces. The many return to the one. Looking at the relationship between you and me in this graphic, the hierarchy of the lyrical journey becomes visible. The word "the" in the center serves as the unifying layer. It bridges the artificial separation between the self and the other, showing they are connected by a shared divine core. This anchors the phrase, "The seeker was the sought." Searching for God, love, or meaning is simply the universe looking in a mirror. In this reality, there is no true us, only love. Every act of kindness performed for another is in truth a gift given to yourself.